Let's go to the US. Kamala Harris sat down for an interview on Fox News and she was asked about a poll, James, which found that nearly 80% of the country think America's on the wrong track. Have a listen.
They say the country is on the wrong track. If it's on the wrong track, that track follows 3.5 years of you being vice president and President Biden being president. Why are they saying that? If you're turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
James, what do you make of that performance?
Well, it's a bit worse than our Queensland wannabe premiers here during the debate yesterday, but she is avoiding so many of these questions that have been asked about migration. As we know here in Australia, we had 50,000 rock up on our shore illegally here all those years ago under Gillard and Rudd. They were eventually held accountable, whereas Kamala does not want to be held accountable for the 6 million people that have arrived illegally. You know the pressure that 50,000 put on us. Can you imagine 6 million extra illegal migrants coming across a border and you as a country having to deal with it, you as taxpayers having to foot the bill to put these people somewhere? This is what America's feeling at the moment. It's what we're feeling here in Australia as well, but their numbers are just excruciating and she refuses to answer questions.
Terry, you've worked on election campaigns. The fact that she's gone onto the arch nemesis Fox News network says to me that they're fearing that her campaign has stalled and she has to start taking some risks.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's right, and certainly she took a risk, and I don't think it paid off because we had word salad Cammy yet again, didn't we? I mean, she didn't really answer the really big question, which is towards the end of the interview, which is, when did you know that Joe Biden wasn't up to it? She absolutely fudged that. She went into Donald Trump and his mental state. No, she wouldn't touch Joe Biden, would she?
James, just a quick one. I had a reason to call the PMO today and I nearly fell off my chair because I got this long recorded message. It basically said buzz off, and if you keep persisting, use the website. If you keep persisting after that, hang on and you might get to talk to a person, but we're not going to give you an answer. We're not going to guarantee we're going to give you any answers. I've never known ever in my life the Prime Minister's office to fob you off with a recorded message.
They're not willing to answer questions, Peter. This is the problem. And even if you did get to speak to somebody, they probably would have asked you to sign a non-disclosure agreement to have that conversation with you in the first place. This is a government that said it was going to be all about transparency. They're not interested in it. We're seeing that with all sorts of groups that have tried to engage with them over the last 2 years. They've been in government and it's been to no avail. They've had these NDAs put in front of them, even with the bills that are so detrimental to us as a country moving forward, like the Nature Positive plan. So many different industries have tried to engage with this government, but the NDAs come out. And of course, no one's interested in signing an NDA. If you're to have open, transparent discussions with them, what is so wrong with this government sitting down with people, having a conversation? So you're no different to us, Peter. We're getting the fob as well, and we're in the Senate. So go figure.
And they need your vote. They don't need mine. All right, gents, I'll leave it there. See you both next week.